All right, I want to get back to activism if I can, guys.
Which one?
Do a little Faber Report. Well, we've been talking Pfizer. Now we're going to talk Air Products. Remember that one? Because it is now facing a two-front war against activists. D.E. Shaw, the $60 billion hedge fund that has succeeded in getting directors on companies such as FedEx and Exxon, amongst others, has nominated 3 directors to Air Products board as it seeks to curb what it calls the, quote, high-risk capital allocation strategy undertaken by its CEO, Seifi Ghasemi. Sources familiar with the situation tell me D.E. Shaw has built an economic position in Air Products, shares equal to roughly $1 billion. They usually do it oftentimes through swaps, so it may not show up, but it's about $1 billion. That is similar in size to that of the other activists in Air Products shares. That's Mantle Ridge. More on that in a moment. In its initial letter to the company on September the 6th, D.E. Shaw cites what it calls a deliberate decision by the company to migrate its business further out on the risk curve, making its stock less attractive to investors looking for predictable returns. And that is a key reason why the firm says APD shares have underperformed 2 of its key competitors. You can see it right there, Air Liquide and Linde. That's over the last 5 years. Now, D.E. Shaw has had one listen-only meeting with almost all of Air Products directors. Essentially, they show up. They tell the directors what they're thinking, senior management also there. But it's my understanding they've been frustrated in seeking further dialogue. And so in a letter to the company's board that is sent today, D.E. Shaw is citing a lack of urgency in Air Products' willingness to engage, and once again lays out its demands, which are led by the demand that the company take steps to de-risk its so-called mega project commitments for the production of blue and green hydrogen by signing offtake agreements for those projects at what it calls a reasonable return hurdle. Now, according to D.E. Shaw, Air Products expects to spend some $12 billion on clean hydrogen projects, meaning its capital spending, and you can see it there, it's higher than its peers. And given the long-term nature of these mega projects, it's expected to remain elevated for quite some time. That has resulted in free cash flow conversion worsening, its return on capital declining, and that is in stark contrast to the peers you saw earlier. Air Products did sign one key offtake agreement this summer for its NEOM project, with Total agreeing to a deal. The economics are not completely clear, but for both D.E. Shaw and for Mantle Ridge, it would appear that is not enough. D.E. Shaw also is taking aim at the company's long-serving CEO, seeking a clear and credible succession plan for a man who is the second oldest CEO amongst S&P 500 companies. Among the activist nominees is a potential successor. I'm told Scott Sutton, he's the former chairman and CEO of Olin, is one of its 3 nominees. Air Products officials have had no comment on either of the activist campaigns that the companies face, and the company's directors did meet with Mantle Ridge's Paul Halal yesterday. Now, in contrast to D.E. Shaw's desire for 3 seats, I'm told Mantle Ridge is seeking to take control of the entire board of directors through a proxy contest. D.E. Shaw declined comment. Paul Halal never says a darn word.
Great reporting. Now, Linde...
But this is an interesting one as well now.
I'm close to Linde, and Linde has said over and over again, look, these projects, you can't make money in them. Why would you want to? Because obviously, Apple clean hydrogen, Apple blue, I'm going to push all of it because obviously it's cleaner. So, look, we're not going to do anything to lose a lot of money.
Right.
Linde's stock reflects a level of realism about blue and green hydrogen that people think is very unrealistic for Air Products.
And the enormous amount of capital being spent by Air Products for, again, what at least its critics, in the name of D.E. Shaw and most likely Mantle Ridge, although I don't know all of their arguments, is you're taking an enormous risk, and the capital return is many years out, and your peers, meanwhile, are just crushing you because they're offering much more predictable returns.
And they're doing things that are logical until the prices of certain gases come down, and it's not too expensive to make this. I thought you were going to then go pivot to GXO, which is up big on Takeover Channel.
I was not.
Oh.
I was not.
Yeah, that was up 11 pre-market, I think,
it
right?
was. It's up 13% right now as well.
Well, it's just that was a spin-off, you know. But there's so much going on in takeover world, and there's nothing going on in IPO
activism world. Not really takeover world.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're
different.
Be more specific.